top-down game using
Whoops.
Godot.
Wait. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Much better. So rude. Okay. Lucky for me, the internet had a restore option. I didn't have to go search for everything again. Let's try again. There. Okay.
You are in the right place, and this series will guide you step by step. You will create a 2D top-down farming game with detailed tutorials on how to use tile map layers and create scenes with Y sorting, allowing your player to move seamlessly in front of and behind objects. You will also design tools that let players chop down trees, mine stones, till the soil, and grow crops on your farm. In this series, you will interact with other characters using a dialogue manager, adding depth and interactivity to your game. You will also learn how to grow your crops using day and night cycles that bring your farming game to life. You will learn how to speed up your development by creating custom components like hit,
That
hurt,
rabbit was in speed
damage,
mode for a
collectible,
second.
interactable, and navigation
I'm easily
components.
entertained.
Plus, you will set up smooth NPC movement with navigation regions and navigation agents to ensure they navigate the environment effectively. You will create interactive UIs and style your controls using theming for game elements such as the tool, inventory, day and night panels, giving players a seamless way to interact with your game. This tutorial series is packed with techniques and tips to help you design and build your own 2D top-down game.
Why can't I make this louder? Am I just deaf?
Now, before we begin creating our game, we will use the Sproutlands asset pack by CutNoodle. You can find this on itch.io, and I will
got
leave
it.
this link in the description below. So once you've downloaded the asset pack, we will then unzip this pack and organize the assets into different folders, and we'll
Download the following game assets. Music. I thought that was a cup noodle. Cup noodle? That's any better. Clicking it. Okay. That's $3.99. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, so no thanks. Just take me. Okay. I'll give him something later. When I'm less broke. I was about to say I thought it was free. Okay. We need... To do this is what we need. Extract all. Might as well put it in here. So I know where it is. Okay, did that work? I guess. Characters. Oh. Okay. That must be the character. I need to learn how to do a sprite sheet and make them that tiny. Okay. We got it. What's this? Oh, the UI pack? Okie dokie. This is actually kind of cute. But I want to make a creepy game. How come nobody does creepy assets? Like, welcome to Elderfield. Here's a UI pack. What was this? Just this? Oh, the sprite. I wonder if it sounds like you're in here. Why? Why are you in here? Stop yelling at me. My dog somehow got shut in here. And she's like, let me out, bitch. That's UI basic pack. I forgot which one I just downloaded. Okay. Yeah, okay, this one's different. Dude. Browse. Just put it in here too. Bam. Oh, thank God they're right next to each other. Fonts. What the hell is this? Pixel letters. Okay. Mouse sprites. Haha. That's cute. Okay. And then there was music. I was gonna tell you how to do music. On the farm. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't gonna deal with music just yet. We'll just not. We'll just not. We'll just not and say we did.
We'll rename them, and we will do this before we start creating any scenes for our game. Now let's hop over to Godot. Once the game engine loads, let's create a new project.
Wow, you have a lot of
And for this
projects.
game, we will call it Crop Tales. And if you leave create folder checked, it will automatically
Okay. Create crop tails.
create you the game folder in your project path. So feel free to set your preferred project path before setting up the project and game name. We will leave the renderer on.
Okay, you can project path. Oh, because it would go. So it would go in the documents where I've been putting everything. Okay. Sure.
On forward plus, and for version control we will just set this as none. However, if you do prefer to use Git and you do want to add this into your source control, then leave the version control metadata to Git and it will create you a git ignore file automatically in your game folder. Now let's select create and edit. Once the editor loads,
What does that do though? I didn't even know that was a thing. Shows you how much I pay attention. Alright.
You can see that you have your scene and import on the left hand side, your editor in the middle, and the inspector node and history on the right hand side, with the file system underneath scene and the ability to modify files underneath. However, in my tutorials, I have my own layout, so I can select this by using the editor layout option, and this is a layout which I have already created myself and I have saved, so you won't have this layout. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just change to this, and you may wish to use the same layout, so just move the panels by changing the dock positions, and once you have the same layout as this, just go to editor and save the layout. You may wish to use the same layout as me, so
Dude,
that
I
it's
didn't
easy
know
to
you could
follow
do
the
that.
tutorial steps as I'm moving files around, creating scenes, or changing variables in the inspector.
I mean, that might have been easier for my brain, but I didn't know you could do that. I'll try to do that later.
As we are only creating a 2D top-down game, we don't need the 3D editor option.
I would recommend that you use an AI for coding. I don't even know how to use AI. And then the only time I've ever used an AI anything was to practice my Chinese.
So to make the editor a little simpler and to remove this 3D option here and also remove the 3D scene from here, we can say editor, manage editor features, and
Wait.
just turn off our 3D options. This is where you can turn features for the editor on and off. So we can just click this here. If we click OK, you can see that the 3D option has been removed here and we can't choose those 3D scenes.
Oh,
Our
because of the
editor is
things
now
we're going to be
ready, so we
using?
can begin bringing over the assets
I
from
mean,
the
what's the
Sproutlands
point in
asset
that?
pack.
Whoops.
Editor on and off. So we can just click this here. If we click OK, you can see that the 3D option has been removed and we can't choose those 3D
I don't even
scenes.
see what you
Our
clicked
editor
on.
is now ready, so we can begin. Would you like to learn how?
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to
Wow.
model rig
Okay.
Top-down game using Godot.
My bad. Listen, motherfucker. There you go.
So we can just click this here. If we click OK, you can see that the 3D option has been
I'll learn about that
here,
later.
and we can't choose those 3D
I can't see the top of his
Our
thing.
editor is now ready, so we can begin bringing over the assets from the Sproutlands asset pack. In the root folder, let's create a new folder, and we will call this asset.
Also, I don't even know what the point of that is, just to keep it off there, but if you're not going to touch it. New folder. Assets.
OK, and we can then go inside this folder. In the Sproutlands asset pack, once you have unzipped this, you will get a characters folder, objects folder, and tilesets folder. What we will do is just highlight these folders and drag them into the assets folder. These assets will now be...
Okay, so... I don't know how to open it. Okay. Character 1. These don't need to be open. So characters, objects, and tile sets. But then there's land color palette. Okie dokie. I did not mean to do that. That was dumb. Yes, it was. There's a way to undo that. Nope. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm gonna do one by one. I don't know how to highlight more than one, apparently. Okay, characters, objects, tile. There we go. Jesus. Dumbass.
Be imported. I will now rename the folders and the file names so that we follow some good practices. I will make them lowercase and the spaces will be underscored.
What the hell are you doing? I missed something. He's just naming the files. Okay. Chicken house PNG. He's just naming them. Hopefully I don't get confused.
So I have now finished renaming the folders
Feel better?
and all of the different assets. And it's always good to follow a naming convention. It keeps everything neater and also it is better organized as well. I will now create a new folder and call this game. And I'll just move these asset folders into there.
Okay. Is there a reason for that? Oh. And then move assets in there. What did I do? Okay, and then assets. Alright. Look at me learning how to organize shit and stuff. Wahoo! I don't know what happened there, but I need the video.
And in future tutorials, we'll be adding more assets for the UI and also our sound effects and music files as well.
Learn how to use tilemap layer node to design your game.
I will show you how to create tilemap layers in Godot to better organize and separate different types of tiles in your game. These layers offer more control and flexibility compared to the older tilemap node. Plus, I will guide you through creating animated tiles to add dynamic effects to your game environments. Let's begin by creating a new folder and we'll call this scenes. Click OK. And in
Okay. Bam.
Inside the scenes folder, we'll create a new folder and call this test. Now let's create a new 2D scene. Press
Wait,
F.
why we got one named Test? I got questions. Okay. Test. For some weird reason. I didn't mean to click on that. My thumbs are stupid. Stop it.
F2 on the node and let's call this test scene tile map and press enter and let's save the scene. So we'll save that in our test scene. I'm going to use a different approach to building this game from the last tutorial.
Okay, so he went no 2D tile map. I was like, what the fuck did you just do? That means what? Tile map nodes deprecated as is superseded by the use of multiple tile map layer nodes. To convert a tile map to a set tile map layer nodes, open the tile map bottom panel with this node selected. Click the toolbox icon in the top right corner and choose extract tile map layers as individual tile map layer nodes. Huh? I think I did that wrong. Delete. Let's try again. Huh. Hey, clicked on tile map. Okay, let's see what it does after that.
And we will choose node 2D and let's call this game tile map.
I lied. Oh, wait.
I will show you how to create tile map layers in Godot to better organize and separate different types of tiles in your game. These layers offer more control and flexibility compared to the older tile map node. Plus, I will guide you through creating animated tiles to add dynamic
I can't wait till I
effects to
can
your
get
game
better at pixel art.
environments. Let's begin by creating a new folder and we'll call this scenes. Click OK. And inside the scenes folder, we'll create a new folder and call this test. Now let's create a new 2D scene. Press F2 on the node and let's call this test scene tile map and press.
Okay, that's what you did. And I did that wrong. Test. There. And then he just named this part tile map. No, test scene tile map. Okay. Actually. There. I know how nodes work to a point, but...
Center, and let's save the scene. So we'll save that in our test scene. I'm going to use a different approach to building this game from the last tutorial series. I'm going to use many more different test scenes so...
How did you... I mean, why would you do that? There's nothing there yet, but... Save branch to scene. Can't save the root node branch as an instantaneous scene to create an edible... What? Says unsaved. I know, I tried to save it. Maybe... Aha ha. There you go. I did it wrong. Go me.
that we can create the different components in isolation. This means we'll have a test scene for tile maps, a different test scene for our player, our different NPCs, and other scenes that we create and add to our game. Now, the benefit of creating test scenes is that we can create all the different components in isolation. Therefore, at the end, when we create the level and put all of our components together, if we find that something isn't quite working, we can always go back to the test scene and see whether or not that game component is working in isolation. We will start to create our tile map by adding some tile map layer nodes. So let's go and add a child node, and we will choose node 2D, and let's call this game tile map, and then
Why would you put 2D in a 2D? Game tile map. Man, my memory sucks.
and we'll add some tile map layers. So add child node again.
Oh boy.
And as you can see, the tile map has been marked as deprecated, and this was used in previous versions of Godot. The difference between tile map and tile map layer is that in tile map, you used to create the layers inside the tile map, whereas now we create different tile map layers. So choose this option here, and we won't use this in future. So
Okay.
click create, and press F2, and we'll name this as water. And in the tile set, if we just pull this up, let's just click on here and click new tile set and right click, save as, and we'll do a new folder in here.
Okay. Oh, it's over here. Tile set. Apparently my fingers are click happy today. Yeah, how does he get his down here? I always get confused because it's all the way over here.
Here, and we'll call this tile sets. And inside the tile sets folder,
Dude. Okay. How do I even bring up the folder? Maybe I just gotta save it again. Save resource as. Maybe this. Now we're in. That's not what I want. Do not do that. Span folder. That did nothing. Oh. Yo, bro.
I will show you how to create tile map layers in Godot to better organize and separate different types of tiles in your game. These layers offer more control and flexibility compared to the older tile map node. Plus, I will guide you through creating animated tiles to add dynamic effects to your game environment. Let's begin by creating a new folder, and we'll call this Scenes. Click OK. And inside the Scenes folder, we'll create a new folder and call this Test. Now let's create a new 2D scene. Press F2 on the node and let's call this Test Scene Tile Map and press Enter and let's save the scene. So we'll save that in our test scene. I'm going to use a different approach to building this game from the last tutorial series. I'm going to use many more different test scenes so that we can create the different components in isolation. This means we'll have a test scene for tile maps, a different test scene for our player, our different NPCs, and other scenes that we create and add to our game. Now, the benefit of creating test scenes is that we can create all the different components in isolation. Therefore, at the end, when we create the level and put all of our components together, if we find that something isn't quite working, we can always go back to the test scene and see whether or not that game component is working in isolation. We will start to create our tile map by adding some tile map layer nodes. So let's go and add a child node, and we will choose node 2D, and let's call this game tile map, and then we'll add some tile map layers. So add child node again. And as you can see, the tile map has been marked as deprecated, and this was used in previous versions of Godot. The difference between tile map and tile map layer is that in tile map, you used to create the layers inside the tile map, whereas now we create different tile map layers. So choose this option here, and we won't use this in future. So click create and press F2, and we'll name this as water. And in the tile set, if we just pull this up, let's just click on here and click new tile set and right click, save as,
Oh.
and we'll do a new folder in here and we'll call this
Duh. Dumbass. Yeah, but it doesn't pull up all the stuff. Load an existing resource. Whoops. Okay.
Tile sets.
Okay. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Or new folder tile sets.
And inside the tile sets folder, we will call this game tile set.
Oh, that's what you did. Okay. There. I always have to make it harder than it should be.
Click Save. This will now give us a new tile set here. Now click the tile set pane at the bottom. So this brings up the tiles.
Oh. Uh,
And then in the tile sets folder, click and drag the water PNG file into the tile set. Now when this dialog displays, we don't want to automatically create the tiles in the atlas, so just click no here.
oh, good thing you said that. My stupid ass would have clicked yes. Water. Is that what these two are? No, here's water. He said no, don't do it.
And the reason is that these tiles are going to be animated. So let's just click the first tile to add that to our atlas. Now choose the select option and click the first tile.
How does he get his so big? Wait. Oh. What? Uh-oh. That's better. I'm a little blind, bro. Okay, so click one. I don't got this going on though. Maybe I have to click select. That makes sense. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Now to animate the tiles, we have 4 tiles as columns. So for the columns, choose 4. Then what we need to do
Why
is
4?
add an element. So click add element.
I should explain the steps a little bit more. Column tile. I don't even got that. Rendering, texture, module material, Terrans. Miscellaneous? Animation, dumbass. He said 4. And then I was supposed to do something else. Let's get this to go away. Okay. Mode. Oh. Well, I got the column thing going on anyway. Oh, he said add element, right? I don't even see element. Oh. Duh. Okay. My dumbass has to read, right? Or brain will not understand.
Element will add the next tile in the sequence for our animation. And if you look at frames, we have a 1 second duration for each animation. So I'm going to reduce this and make this 0.2 seconds. So choose 0.2 and then add the element 0.2.
Okay. Ah! 0.2? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. Why? Why? Okay, it's there. I don't know what it's doing, but it's there. Add element. Add element. Okay. Man, this makes my brain hurt. It's gonna confuse me. Why are we playing Master Magician with numbers? Okay, whatever. It's there, though. It's just being funky. Why, I do not know.
Again, add the element for the very last tile in the frame series.
I did do that, right? There's only okay.
And then just change that to 0.2. Now let's begin drawing the water tile. So click on tile map at the bottom, pick the first tile as these are all animated tiles, and then choose the square option.
Okay. First option. I don't even see the square. Hold up. Yeah, why does his look different than mine? How do I find the square? Okay. Setup? Ah. No. Oh, maybe tile map. There we go. Dumbass. And square. Isn't that more like a rectangle? It is a rectangle. Okay. My autistic ass be like, but sir.
And in the top left corner, let's just drag and draw those tiles. So let's begin running our first scene. Now,
Okay. Is that simple? Seriously? Whoa! I did a thing! His still looks different than mine, though. Why does mine have the grid? I don't like the grid. Ah! Don't do that. That's worse. Okay. Can one just not get rid of grid? Oh. What the fuck did I do? Hey, Sky Gray, how's it going? Okay. Was that bad? Oh, okay. Can go back like, how do you get rid of the grid? How come he doesn't have to have the grid? Huh? Huh? Okay, that's fine. Nice grid you got there. I was trying to get rid of it. I don't know how. I'm following a tutorial so I can get used to more of the system.
usually we use the run button here, but because we are creating test scenes and running,
It is a tile map. There should be an eraser icon. Eraser icon. Not paint. We're not trying to paint it. Move. Rotate. Scale. Show list. Click to change object's pivot. Pan mode? Can also use pan view. Shortcut. Space by default. To pan in any mode. Show list of all nodes at position clicked, including locked. Ruler mode. Local space. Use smart snap. And this is why I'm following a tutorial. Use grid snap. No, that'd be bad. It's not what I'm trying to do. Snapping options. Lock. Group selected nodes. Skeleton options. And view. Down here we have paint tool. Selection tool. Line tool. Picker tool. Eraser tool. Okay. This looks like dice. Place random tile. Okay, I'm getting off to I'm getting off topic. Let's go back to the video. Focus.
running them in isolation, we're going to just use run current scene. So click this button here.
Slightly above and to the left of base tiles. Wouldn't it erase the whole thing though? Or would it just erase the... Where'd it go? I don't know. For science. Ah! It erases the whole thing. I just want the grid gone. How do I get rid of the grid? Alright. Well, this is what we got right now. Bam. Parents' turns. Alright. You have rectangle right now. That's what he told me to do, but, like, he doesn't have to have the grid. He can do it without the grid. He's magical.
Yeah. And it will launch the window, so we can see that our water tile sets are now in the top left corner. And
How did you play it? Is that what you did? No main scene has ever been defined. Select one. You can change it later. Oh, that's right. He didn't have a... I don't remember if he did or not. Select. No? Yeah. There we are. Whoa. Mine is so tiny compared to his. Let's try that again. Oh, now it's gone. Maybe that's what he did. Can we add to it? No, okay, there's the grid back. Guess mine wasn't as big as I thought it was. Now it's gone. What did you do? Are you kidding me? Why do you hate me? You were just working. Stop fucking with me. And then we're back into the side there. Hi, SSX. Okay, apparently that has to come with rectangle. It's fine. I don't know how he's doing it, but alright. So, why is it? It looks so much bigger than what it is in here. That's better. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I got a little OCD on the water. Moving on.
they are animating, but what we need to do is to set some further project settings which sets the viewport resolution correctly. We will also set some integer scaling so that we have our pixels rendering correctly. And we will also set up the test window. So let's just close this window. Let's head over to project settings and under the display option, choose window.
I didn't know that was a thing. Project settings window. Oh.
And we'll see that the viewport width and height is currently set to 1152 and 648. Now I would like to use a lower resolution and my monitor is set to 1920 and 1080. So I'm going to put 1920 and then divide that by 3, which will give me a resolution of 640. And for the viewport height, I'll put 1080 and also divide that by 3, which will give me a viewport width and height of 6.
I hate math, but that's cool. You can just do that right there, I guess. So 640 by 360. Thank you for doing the math for me. I already forgot. 640, 360. 640, 360. 640, 360. How do you know what to divide it by?
640 by 360. I will leave the mode here to window, but in the future we will use options such as exclusive full screen. And what we'll also do is set the stretch mode to be viewport. The aspect ratio we will change to...
Hold up, yo. Hold up. I have a slow processor. Just give me a second. Viewpoint. Windowed. Mode. Viewpoint. Took me a minute to register that. Aspect. I don't know. He didn't say. I cut him off. Let's try again. Is he going to do keep height?
Keep height.
Yeah.
In scale mode, we will set this to be integer.
Okay. Keep height. Integer. Whatever that means. Can you explain what that means?
And setting this to integer will stop the pixels from changing size when the window is being stretched. This option is much better for low pixel resolution games. So what we'll do is let's just close that. As you can see, the viewport has now changed here. And you may notice I don't also have a camera in my scene.
I know you need a camera in the 3D ones. Okay, close. Whoa, now it's fucking huge. Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
And we don't need one in the test scene as long as I draw the tile map within the viewport window here. So let's now run this current scene. The viewport window has launched. I'm just going to check my settings again because the window size is slightly smaller. So actually let's switch on advanced setting.
Well, this makes me learn about settings too. It's pretty cool. Project settings. Advanced settings. Was that there last time? Apparently I'm blind. Okay.
And we can override that size. So say 640 and then multiply that by 2. And we'll say 360 and also multiply that by 2 and just enter on
So
that.
1280 by 720. Where was that at? If we add advanced settings. I don't even know what you were. I missed a thing.
And let's launch our test window. Our first scene. Now usually we use the run button here, but because we are creating test scenes and running them in isolation, we're going to just use run current scene. So click this button here and it will launch the window so we can see that our water tile sets are now in the top.
Oh, I can see the top. I'm just stupid.
Animating. But what we need to do is to set some further project settings which sets the viewport resolution correctly. We will also set some integer scaling so that we have our pixels rendering correctly. and we will also set up the test window. So let's just close this window. Let's head over to project settings, and under the display option, choose window, and we'll see that the viewport width and height is currently set to 1152 and 648. Now I would like to use a lower resolution, and my monitor is set to 1920 and 1080. So I'm going to put 1920 and then divide that by 3, which will give me a resolution of 640. And for the viewport height, I'll put 1080 and also divide that by 3, which will give me a viewport width and height of 640 by 360. I will leave the mode here to window, but in the future we will use options such as exclusive full screen. And what we'll also do is set the stretch mode to be viewport. The aspect ratio we will change to keep height. In the scale mode, we will set this to be integer. And setting this to integer will stop the pixels from changing size when the window is being stretched. And this option is much better for low pixel resolution games. So what we'll do is let's just close that. As you can see, the viewport has now changed here. And you may notice I don't also have a camera in my scene. And we don't need one in the test scene as long as I draw the tile map within the viewport window here. So let's now run this current scene. The viewport window has launched. I'm just going to check my settings again because the window size is slightly smaller. So actually let's switch on advanced settings and we can override that size. So let's say 640 and then multiply that by.
Okay, but I don't got this part. Or at least I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't got that part. It'd be under no focus. And above energy saving. Whoa. Oh, it's right here. It was hiding. There.
By 2, and we'll say 360 and also multiply that by 2 and just enter on that. Let's close that again and let's launch our test window. So as you can see, the animation is now working on the tiles.
I didn't even realize I wasn't working on the tiles. Oh, it is. Well, that's kind of cool.
And we have our water tiles here. So let's close the window. So I'll explain a little bit about exclusive full screen. If we launch the window again, our game test window is 1280 by 720, yet the pixel resolution for the game is 640 by 360. So if we just maximize the window, you will see that because we set integer scaling, we will get these black bars around the game, and this is so that the pixel resolution is always correct in integer scaling, and this prevents the pixels from stretching. So when you finish the game, you would want to run the game as exclusive full screen. So let's just close this window and then go to project settings and choose exclusive full screen, and then close that. And then when you launch the scene again, it will launch as full screen, and you can really clearly now see the animation in the pixels. So let's just close the game and return back to Godot and go back to project settings, and we'll just change this back to windowed.
Oh,
Just close
nice.
that. So now let's continue drawing the water tiles. We'll just cover our viewport.
Cover the viewport. So like here. Okay. Whoa. Okie dokie.
Now let's add another child node and create another tile map layer. We'll call this grass, and we'll
Grass. Rename. Did that just turn into grass? Yeah, okay, it's supposed to do that.
assign the game tile set.
Tile set. Okay.
Now let's drag the grass PNG into our tile set.
So you could put it. Grass. No. Then you got the water. Okay. So far, so good.
And again, we won't click to add all of the tiles, we'll choose them ourselves. So with the grass tile set loaded, in the tile set, we'll now add these to the atlas by just clicking them. So in setup, have that selected, and then just start choosing your tiles. So we'll select the following tiles here, and then what we can then do is go to the select option and select a single tile, and under terrains, we will need to add it to a terrain set.
Okay. My bad. Really? There. Stop fucking with me. Terrans. Why did I say it like that? Terrains.
So go to the tile set here, and under terrain set, let's add an element.
Hmm. Oh, it would be the frames. What's this? Wait. It's on this side. Uh, Tile set. Turn sets. Is that under texture? No. Okay. That. I keep forgetting to use over here. Okay. Add element. We got it. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could put it over here like he does, because I just keep looking over here for everything. Alright.
Then we'll add another element here, and in this terrain here, we'll name this as grass terrain. And just
So then he had me do another one. And then I'll name. I don't see the name option. Well, the color. Ah, it's under resource. Jesus.
enter that. Then in the terrain set, we need to increase this to 0. And as we have only one terrain here, we'll also increase that to 0 as well.
All right. I don't know what you're increasing to 0. Unless it's over here. That be this. Yeah, it looks like it's over in this other area now. Goodness gracious. That'd be this, right? I think so. Yep. Glad I figured that out. 0, 0. Okay.
Well, now in Paint, we go to the Paint Properties and select Terrains. And we need to choose the terrain set 0.
Paint. Turns. Turn set 0. It says no terrain. Why does it say no terrain?
Then in Terrain, we will choose Grass Terrain. Now,
But that's not what it gave me. Terrain set 1. It says 0. Are you kidding me right now? Maybe I gotta... click on it? No? Yeah. Back up. Twitch Max, oh boy. Oh, why is that different? Is that the problem? No. I already broke it. Didn't take much, did it? Mm. And it says it's all 0. And I did that. Why does that keep... You said both of these were 0. You know, for science. Does that change when you do that? No? Okay, that didn't work. You can do 1. No, it still goes back to -1. Well, grass isn't an option. Now what? Oh, dumbass. I didn't add the elements like I thought I did. I mean, that might be helpful. Okay, there it is. Okay, that makes sense. Though it doesn't have... Well, I mean, I guess. Maybe. That might have been my problem. There we are. But don't you need to get it? Ah! Okay. Is there an undo button? Forgot whether if there is or not. Yeah, there is. So how do you get that color? Okay. Does he say?
Now let's then select all of our grass terrains until we reach the last one. Then we need to paint the bitmap. And keep painting the bitmaps through. Until you have something that looks like this. So
How do you get those colors? Okay. Texture. Recent colors. Um. Alrighty. Let me do that. Well, this isn't going to be as vibrant. He didn't tell me how to make the colors what they're supposed to be. So I guess I'll figure that out later. Uh, CTRL-Z, that's what I need. Okay. Okay. Ooh. And then it looked like you went over it with the second color. I mean, this color looks fine, but the other color didn't. I'm gonna screw this up. Oh well. It's my first time. Oh crap. Okay.
Just missing a little bit on there. Okay, and then save that. Now that we've created all of our bitmath, we can then go to tile map, go to the terrains option, and you can see that we now have a grass terrain, which we create.
Wait, what? I don't even see that option. Okay, try
We
that
can then go
again.
to tile map, go to the terrains
Oh,
option,
that's
and you can
why.
see that we now have a
Okay. Tile map. Oh. So it's fine. Thanks, sweet Jesus. Okay. That's pretty cool.
grass terrain, which we created in our tile set. So choose the square option and let's now start to create an island. So we can now draw some options on there. We can start creating some of our shapes. I'm just gonna add a
Uh-oh. Okay. That is tiny. Is this supposed to be that tiny? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, it just kind of adds them in, apparently. Woohoo! I feel like I'm playing Tetris. It's kind of cool. That's stupid. That's still water. Apparently, I don't know how to put these tiles together. Do. His looks better than mine. I don't know what the heck I did. There's just a green one. Ooh, what about this? Oh, now the grass got stitches. That's stupid. The heck? Looks like something out of Mario. Ah. Well, not all that weird part's back again, but whoop. Stop it. Okay, I'm being a little too OCD with grass right now. Okay.
A little bit more. And if we run the current scene, you can now see that we have an island floating in the water. If you
Oh, that's what we're doing? There's a current scene. I see nothing but water. Maybe it needs to be bigger. But the island don't want to work with me. Oh, maybe that's why. Is it not in viewpoint? Or I don't know anymore, man. Where was the water? Okay, so it is. Oh, that's cool. You can. Alright. On current scene. It's not doing it. It's like stuck on this one. Okay. I mean, the water definitely says it's there. Maybe I just need to... come all the way over here. Ah, there it is. That's why. Part of it's not in the viewpoint. Well, this is gonna take me a minute. It's so far up there. Is there a move button? Can I? Ha ha! I can. Ha ha! It's a little better. Okay. So we're like down here. So why is there so much grass up here? I mean, water. I don't even think it matters. But then, if you wanted it to go up here, how would you get it to go up there? That's a weird looking island. But I did a thing. Okay. Say hello to my little friend. Nice. Thank you. I worked hard on that. Okay, what else?
If you then choose the water tile map layer, you can
Why does
see
his
that
look
the
so much
grass
better
tile
than
map
mine?
layer is disabled, so you can now draw on each of those layers. Now let's add a new tile map layer. So click Game Tile Map and add a child node and choose Tile Map Layer and click Create. Now let's...
We're doing another tile map layer. And what'd you say about drawing on them?
increase this to 0, and as we have only one terrain here, we'll also increase that to 0 as well. Now in Paint, we go to the Paint Properties and select Terrains, and we need to choose the terrain set to 0. Then in terrain, we will choose grass terrain. Now let's then select all of our grass terrains until we reach the last one. Then we need to paint the bitmap. And keep painting the bitmaps through. Until you have something that looks like this. So just missing a little bit on there. Okay, and then save that. Now that we've created all of our bitmaps, we can then go to tile map, go to the terrains option, and you can see that we now have a grass terrain, which we created in our tile set. So choose the square option and let's now start to create an island. So we can now draw some options on there.
See, he made that look so easy.
Of our shapes. I'm just going to add a little bit more. And if we run the current scene, you can now see that we have an island floating in the water. If you then choose the water tile map layer, you can see that the grass tile map layer is disabled. So you can now draw on each of those layers. Now let's add a new tile map layer. So click Game Tile Map and add a child node. And choose tile map layer.
We do a lot of layers. Mine looks so stupid, but it's, it's just practice. Tile map layer. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Don't mess with it. What does he want this to be?
And click create. Now let's name this as tilde dirt and enter.
Tilde dirt. Okay.
The tile set, let's load the game tile set. Go back to tiles.
Tiles. Oh yeah, we gotta do that again. Is there a way to get this over here? No? He did. Okay, tile set.
And in the tile set, let's add the tilde dirt wide PNG.
Okie dokie. Tilde dirt wide. No. What happens if you click yes?
Click no again for automatically creating the tiles. And with setup selected, let's choose our tiles. Then click select and pick the first tile. Let's just move this up a little.
Select.
a bit more, and then click tile set and open it. And we want to add another terrain. So let's add an element here.
Okay, that. I always get confused which one's which. Okay, so that would be over here. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Add element.
Here. And in this terrain, let's call this tilled dirt.
Okay. And then tell dirt. Gotcha.
Terrain. Let's just choose a different color. Then in the terrain set here, just let's add that terrain.
Did you
and
just
it will be number 1 because the first element
Did you just choose pink?
is at array 0 under terrain. So it's 0 and then 1.
Okay. It don't let me change the second one.
And then go to paint. But on this one, we want to choose the
So now we have till dirt up there. Oh yeah, paint. Till dirt. It says till dirt 0. I think I accidentally put a 0 in there. That's not supposed to be there. Think in a few minutes I'm gonna end stream. Freaking. That's making my brain hurt. Alright. So, what else? This tutorial is like over 8 hours long.
The same terrain set, but till dirt. And then let's paint those. So we'll choose them all, and then let's paint that bit mask in.
How is he getting that color though? Mine's not doing it. You suck. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it just does on its own. Well, it didn't last time. I had different colors. I'm so confused. And then he said go over it. I don't think I forgot to put a second color, that's why. Well, he chooses pink, I choose purple. How I get the purple, I have no clue. Oh, I guess that works. Brown again. How did I do that? Okay, the second color should have been a different color. Alright. I know that now. I get it. Ah! How does he make this look so freaking easy? Get that. Okie dokie.
And we're creating the same bit mask as we have done for the grass layer. Now let's head over to Town Map and choose terrains as the option.
Till dirt. They're not there this time, though. Wait, what? I guess I can do it that way. But it's not coming up like his was. Uh... What's this do? Oh, that's cool. This was much easier than the grass. Okay. It didn't work like the last one, though. Wonder why. Okay. See, I don't got the turn. Did I miss a step? Oh, that's why, because the first one is match color. And then the second one's a different color. And I put purple on the wrong one. So, cool. Well, I don't mind it coming out like this, though. Makes it easy, but that's not what it was supposed to do. There it is. What the... Okay. Okay, Godot. Okay. Stop fucking with me. You mean I could have just clicked on this for the... Hold up. Are you kidding me? Okay. That's fine. Jesus. Well, these weren't there a second ago. It just wants to fuck with my head. That's what it wants to do. How rude.
But choose till dirt, and we'll just use the pen, and then let's zoom in, and let's start to draw some terrain.
There's a pen? Okay. Pen. Here? Can you change how big it is? Okay, where the hell is this damn grid? Like, is there a way to control how big it is? Okay, it's not as big as the squares anyway, so never mind. There, I like that better. Where? Apparently I like it asymmetrical. I don't know. Okay.
And then we'll go draw a little bit more terrain here. So this will be the till dirt.
Okay. Ah. Okay. I don't see a pen tool. Maybe he said paint tool. I'm just hearing things. They look kind of far away.
Where we start to add our crops later. Now let's create another tile map layer to add flowers and other nature elements. So we'll
Other nature elements. So you would add child node.
go add child node, choose tile map layer, and then rename this to nature.
Kind of like how repetitive this is right now, so I can get in my head how to do tile map. Works for me. Already forgot what I was doing for a second. Child node. Tile map layer.
Once that's been renamed,
Nature. Oh yeah. Also, ah shit, that wasn't what I meant to do. Add child node. Rename. Nature. Well, maybe I can't get any closer than that. He must have free mode or something. I'm stuck between grids. Alright. That's cool. They look very far away though. I can't make them any closer. Because the grid won't let me. Oh, this might hide. Hey, did I figure it out? Did I? No, it's still there. Fuck. CTRL Apostrophe. I don't know. Okay. I've not been in their asset store. Didn't look like anything was there. Nature. See what it does with nature.
We can then load a tile set, so go to quick load and load the game tile set, then click tile set, and in the assets game objects folder we want the basic grass biome thing, so let's just click
Basic grass things. Basic grass things. You say object? Ah. What is this? Oops. I have no clue what I'm doing. Tile set. There we go. Duh. No. Alright.
and drag that into the tile set, but click no for automatically creating the tiles. With setup now selected in the tile set, we can now begin adding some of these sprites. So we'll click this tile for the mushrooms, these leaves and rocks, this log stump and log, the flowers, the rocks in the water, and these lily pads.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Why not no trees, bro? Okay, mushrooms. Rocks. These things. These. Lily pads. He said something about flowers. Does it matter which flowers? I don't know. Okay.
As you can see, I've got a sunflower here which stretches over 2 tiles. So hold the shift key down before selecting the first tile, then click and drag and
Oh. Haha. I didn't even know that was a stem. I don't know what it was. So I just clicked the head the first time. Apparently it's a whole dang flower.
it will select and create a larger tile. I'm now going to finish adding the other tiles. Now click on tile map, go to
Oh, that's why you wait for that, because you need shift. So you did add some trees. Cool, cool.
the tiles. Let's zoom in and let's begin adding these tiles to the scene. So we can now test that we are rendering these tiles.
We can just pull them out like that. Whoops. What's he have on it? He has on tiles. And he just pulls it out. Why are you not pulling out? Hmm. Did I miss a step? Also, my tiles ain't doing it like that neither. They always have their own thing. Oops. Okay. Go back.
Set, then click tile set, and in the assets game objects folder, we want the basic grass biome thing. So let's just click and drag that into the tile set. We'll click no for automatically creating the tiles. With setup now selected in the tile set, we can now begin adding some of these sprites. So we'll
Okay.
click this tile for the mushrooms, these leaves and rocks, this log stump and log, the flowers, the rocks in the water, and these lily pad. As you can see, I've got a sunflower here which stretches over 2 tiles. So hold the shift key down before selecting the first tile, then click and drag, and it will select and create a larger tile. I'm now going to finish adding the other tiles. Now click on tile map, go to tiles, let's zoom in, and let's begin adding the
So tile map. How do you get it to come out? There's a damn grid thing, I think. Ha ha. No, I lied. Yeah. Okay. I did everything he said. By knowing my luck, it's something stupid why I won't drag out. Oh, you got that clicked. That might be helpful. Aha! I don't need both. Oh, they're like in the shape of hearts.
Figured out.
Uh-huh.
You have to do right click.
No, there was a little symbol here that he pushed that I didn't know he pushed.
Make it an island.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Can you rotate them? Wait, what? Okay, maybe not. Well, that's cool. How would you put one on, like, in the middle here if you wanted? Probably wouldn't. Probably have to draw them two together. Some flowers. It's a giant ass flower. Like, can't you rotate the thing? What's this? Rotate tile. A Z. Oh, that's interesting. So then, rotate right is X. So X and Z. We'll put that there, but it's kind of stupid that way, I will say. Hey. Sweet. Okay, it looks a little less weird now. Alright. We're getting it. Alright. Well, I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll